Hey everybody, this is Tim Hinton from marchingartseducation.com, and I'm here talking with a super band parent volunteer, Jeff Troxel. How are you, Jeff?
Very good. Thank you, Tim. Good to be here.
Oh, thank you for talking to me. So we put out feelers for who to talk to during this whole UIL event, and the band director at China Spring High School was like, "You need to talk to this guy." Jeff Troxel is like a super. I guess you call yourself the roadies, of course, and we all know that this is the band parents who work so hard, schlepping everything around, making it all possible, loading it on and off the truck. A lot of these band parents who are doing this kind of work are unsung heroes of the programs. And we know when the band goes out there and we watch them out on the field like we're watching them today at this event, that there's so much blood, sweat, and tears of band parents doing. So I wanted to sort of highlight that here with you. So tell me, why did you do this on and on and on year after year? What did you get out of it?
Well, I was asked to do it. Somebody cold called me and said, I know you're a stay-at-home dad. Do you have time? And we need somebody to help, lead this up. We only had two other guys at that time, and we had a band size of 120 kids. And I thought it over, talked it over with my wife, and I said, you know what? This would be a great way for me to get in there and get to know the friends of my student, and also get to know their parents, so I can get some good feedback about what's going on with my kid. So it was a good way to get plugged into the high school routine real quick.
So then I'm assuming that once you became involved, you really started to enjoy it. You got more and more responsibility. So it's sort of more from get to know people and watch out for my kid, which actually would be reason enough to do this, everybody. But then you stuck around and you kept doing it. So why did you stick around year after year?
You know, it was kind of an experiment for me. I had some experience kind of leading preschool classes, as a stay-at-home dad, and what I saw being done there at our program was not near what it could be. And I thought I'd have some skills to add to it. I would start building up the communication channels and see where it would go if I just plugged in some of those skills. And I was really surprised that all of a sudden we started having some good successes with that. So.
Well, give me an example of something that you brought from your skill set that made a difference for how the band parent and volunteer system worked.
Well, I understand I was very intimidated, to say the very least. When I walked in, I didn't know anybody. And at first, I really didn't know what I was volunteering for. I didn't know what a trailer manager was. Although I had some background, I grew up on the farm. I knew how to drive a trailer. That didn't intimidate me. And I liked hard work. I love throwing things around and being physical with things, so that was no problem. What scared me the most is what would I be doing and who would I be working with. And once that ice broke, I felt really comfortable and started applying those techniques that I learned in those other parts of my life that really seemed to fit in well with this part of my life. And it started to grow. So just one step at a time. Once we started building in the fun, which is the key ingredient, the volunteers wanted to be there.
So you found a way to make doing this hard work fun for the parents. And I love that you said that, because I hear that over and over and over when I talk to band parents, is they're like, it turns into a potluck dinner,
Exactly.
While we're doing this, building this prop or whatever, you have to make it fun.
It was very fun, and that's what attracted more and more people. And in fact, we went from 3 of us to 27 of us in maybe 5-6 years. And we almost had to say, we can't handle that many people, because we couldn't instruct that many people and yet do the work. So my job changed over the time. I went from being kind of come on, let's go, lifting, to kind of like overseeing and making sure that the people who are experienced we're doing the job, and I'm training the new people just to keep it all kind of flowing. So
fantastic. Well, listen, everybody, we're going to have Jeff back for another segment. He's going to give us some advice. We've already got some. He's going to give us some more advice on how to get more people involved, because if he grew them from 3 volunteers to 27, I know everybody watching this, if you're a band parent or a band director, I want to know more about this. So Jeff, you're going to come back. We're going to have another segment with you. Thank you for sharing what you know, and I'll see you again in a few minutes.
Yes, sir, Tim. We'll be here.